know it sounds delusional, living in your imagination, because we're not kids. What's up? My name is Marcella and welcome to the Treehouse. So today we are talking about Marcella, how do you live in your imagination? What is living in your imagination? What is that? It's giving SpongeBob. What is that? Well, I am so glad you asked, because I'm going to give you 4 basic easy steps to get you into believing in your imagination and to also keep you believing. So if you are ready, go ahead and grab you a nice journal. If you don't have a journal, you can go on Amazon right now and purchase a couple of journals that I created last year. And one of the ones that I am promoting the most is Believe in Your Imagination. Last year, I quit my job and told my family, I'm just going to live in my imagination of what I want to be. And over the year of 2024, I watched my life make a 180. So I want to encourage you to believe in your imagination. So go ahead and grab you a notebook and grab you a pen and let's get started. So, and I did write it down, so I want y'all to write this down too, okay? Just how it was given to me. So the first one is hibernation, okay? We are still in the winter months. January is still considered winter. We're still in winter, okay? This is the most important time to be by yourself. Learn how to be alone. Close the blinds a little bit. Some may call it depression, and some may call it you're acting funny. You act like you don't want to be bothered. In this moment, you don't. You have to, this is the foundation of knowing. Okay, you're building that knowing, you're renewing your mind. You're at that point of convincing yourself what it is that you want to be. So you have to get to a point of being alone and blocking out everything, because in this journey, there's going to become a point in time where the people that you're expecting to believe what you see, you're going to be trying to explain to them. No one's going to be able to understand at that moment what is being shown to you. So if you don't develop a strong foundation of hibernation and knowing how important it is to be alone, to pour into yourself and what it is that you want to be, because this is your imagination, it will crumble. So learn to hibernate. Yes, you need to be eating, getting your fitness together, all of that. Hibernation is key. Being alone. That is step 1. Step 2, okay? I would say this is when it gets a little fun for me, and this is called pretending. We call it growing up make believe, okay? Imagine this. I was a Barbie girl. Whatever I wanted Barbie to be, I dressed Barbie up as that, and I played and I did, and I was living in my imagination. Me and Barbie, we were having conversations, we were going to the store, we were going to work. This is the time that make believe or pretending is key as well. Within this time, what I wrote down, you're basically lying to yourself, okay? In the word believe, it does have lie in there, because you're convincing yourself that you can make this happen. So this is why pretending is important. Start dressing yourself up as that. I'm kind of big on that. I love Pinterest. What I did last year, I created a Pinterest board of how I wanted to dress, how I wanted my hair to be. I did all of that, okay? I got on YouTube and I started following people that were wanting to go where I was wanting to go, wanting to be like-minded. I may not have had the money to go and get the Louis bags, or I may not have had the money to go to those stores at that moment, but I started in my imagination of going to the Goodwill, okay? Everyone knows I love the Goodwill. When I would go into the Goodwill, I would be, in my imagination, in the Gucci store, okay? Because I envisioned myself there one day. This is why pretending is important. Start going to those places, finding the type of clothes that you like, or applying for the job that you like. Start pretending. Start playing make-believe with your life. We have hibernation. Number 2 is pretending. Number 3, practice. Now, this sometimes is hard for a lot of people to jump to, because it was kind of hard for me. So with practice is basically taking pretending and showing it to the world. That's exactly what it is. You have to stay in your head when you're practicing. Remember, this is something that you're wanting to do, you're learning to do, you're building up your confidence to do. When you start showing the world what you're pretending to do, okay, and you're practicing in front of everyone, this is when everyone is going to start giving their feedback, even though you may not be asking them for it. In the midst of you practicing, someone's going to come and see what you're trying to do, okay? You also have to be open to constructive criticism when you're practicing. You also have to block out the negative words that come, because some people are still going to take you as pretending or as flogging or as being something they think you can't be. But remember, this is your imagination. I'll give an example. I really want to direct one day. I really want my YouTube channel to grow. I really want to make this Treehouse an actual TV show. When I'm out in the streets playing with my camera, to me, I am shooting my own documentary, because that is actually what I'm doing in my head. But to someone else, why is she on the corner about to get hit by a car playing with the camera? That's what they may think. You have to block out, going back to hibernation, what everyone else thinks, and live in your imagination that you can do it. My dad says this all the time. Eat the meat, throw away the bone. Listening to what everyone was saying to me was what was throwing me off, because I was rocky in my hibernation. Hibernation makes you strong to be able to know that you can do it. Don't get stuck in pretending that you never jump over to practice because you're afraid of what people are going to say. You have to get out and practice. I was a majorette, I was a cheerleader, I ran track, I played softball. I kind of did not like practice. I started seeing myself getting better. Practice then turned in, which is number 4, purpose. Once you master practicing, you will start doing it on purpose. But here's the greater catch. You will start also understanding your purpose in the world. It will start coming natural. You will start knowing why you're doing it. You know, because you went from pretending, okay, playing it, make-believing, to now getting out in the world confident, knowing that I need to get out here and practice. And once you started practicing, you started walking in purpose, because opportunities start open. People start coming and helping you. People start encouraging you more. Like, you started seeing your vision. You started seeing your world, your imagination coming true. So I just want to say, I know it sounds delusional, living in your imagination, because we're not kids. But I would tell you, healing the little girl in me, going back and living in San Diego, staying with my cousin, waking up every morning, having conversations with my uncle and having conversations with my auntie, coming home and going to get ice cream and tacos with my cousin, that was something that I never thought could actually happen. I would always send messages to my cousin in California like, man, I wish I would have been able to do this with you, or my brother is a huge thing that was for me, that happened for me in California, was losing my brother, and I never had a love for California. I used to always say, man, I wonder how it would be living in California, going to see Neryl every day, or how would life be? I ran into people. I ran into my brother's father. To me, that was in my head a moment with my brother. I was going to the graveyard every day just to sit and talk to my brother about what I was doing. I was living in what I thought could possibly never happen. I was living in make-believe. I was living in what people call a delusion. But to me, I was living in my dream, because I started making the steps to recreating a story for myself, okay? So your imagination is what you want your life to be. And I am strong on this, and I'm going to say this. God is behind everything when it comes to images in your head. I am a believer, okay? We don't just serve him just to always go through negative. That's not the type of God that I serve. My God builds me. My God shows me the things that I can have, but I have to put in the work to get those things. So I'm telling you, believe in the positive that your mind feeds you. Whatever it is that you want to be, you gotta believe. You have to believe. It's your imagination. It's your life. You gotta do it. Nobody else can do it for you. So I really hope this encourages you. I have evidence of what God has done for me. Your work is what is important. Your walk is what is important. Above me says be still. That's why hibernation is important. You have to be still. Block out all distraction and focus on that one goal that it is that you want. Pretend. Lie to yourself a little bit. Get out in them streets and practice. Get out in them streets so the correct people can come around you, can show you where you need to go. And then you'll start doing it on purpose. You won't even realize that you're practicing anymore. You're not pretending anymore. You're actually walking in your purpose. I love you so so much, and I wish the best for you in this month of January and the month of February, and I can't wait to see what's gonna pop out in the spring for you. Okay, so that concludes this session because my name is Marcella, and thank you for coming with me into the treehouse. Y'all have a good day and be blessed. Bye.
Niggas want me to get ratchet. Niggas want me to attack it. Put the hood on, all they calling me Cassius. Aren't you like Bob Saget? Greedy, I can't pass it. Eating everything to